Welcome back to the Stonewood Funding podcast, your trusted guide through the personal injury legal process and the financial tools that support plaintiffs while they wait for justice. If you're in the middle of a personal injury lawsuit, you already know how stressful this time can be, especially when you're injured, out of work, and the bills just keep coming. Today's episode is for anyone who's trying to figure out how to stay afloat financially while their case is still pending. We're here to talk about pre-settlement funding for personal injury lawsuits, what it is, how it works, and what you can expect when you apply. We'll share real client experiences, clear up some common myths, and give you practical tips so you can make informed, confident decisions. Starting with a story that's all too familiar. Jasmine's story when a lawsuit meets real life. Jasmine is a 38-year-old teacher and single mom living in Phoenix. One evening, she was rear-ended by a reckless driver while heading home from work. She suffered serious neck and shoulder injuries, ones that required ongoing physical therapy and kept her from working her part-time job. Her case was strong, but like many personal injury lawsuits, the process dragged on for over 16 months. Due to insurance delays. During that time, Jasmine faced $2,000 in monthly expenses, rent, medical bills, childcare. Her savings were gone, and she was under tremendous stress. Her attorney recommended Stonewood Funding. She applied online and within 48 hours received a $5,500 non-recourse cash advance, meaning she only had to repay it if she won her case. That funding covered her immediate needs and allowed her attorney to continue negotiating without pressure to settle early. Eventually, Jasmine received a fair settlement, and she credits that outcome to the breathing room that funding gave her. Her story isn't unique, but it is powerful. What is pre-settlement funding for personal injury lawsuits? Pre-settlement funding is a non-recourse cash advance provided to plaintiffs in personal injury cases, like car accidents, slip and falls, or medical malpractice. Here's the most important thing. It's not a loan. You only repay the advance if you win or settle your case. If you lose, you owe nothing. That's what non-recourse means. No personal risk, no monthly payments, and no debt if your case doesn't succeed. At Stonewood Funding, we specialize in these types of advances. We work directly with your attorney, assess the strength of your case, and if approved, get funds to you fast, often within 24 to 48 hours. What to expect when applying? The process is straightforward and designed to reduce stress. Step 1, you apply. Visit online, stonewoodfunding.com, or call 844-544-3863. Step 2, we connect with your attorney to review your case details. No credit checks or income documentation is required. Step 3, if approved, you receive funding within 1 to 2 days. Repayment only happens if your case results in a successful settlement or verdict, and it comes directly from that settlement, so you don't pay out of pocket. Here's why pre-settlement funding matters. Most personal injury cases take 12 to 24 months to resolve. During that time, you may not be able to work. Medical bills pile up. Rent is due. Insurance companies use this delay to pressure you into settling early or less. That's where pre-settlement funding helps. It gives you the financial cushion to stay in the fight. In Jasmine's case, she was initially offered $15,000, far below what her case was worth. With the funding, her attorney had time to build a stronger case and negotiate for a much higher settlement. Key benefits of pre-settlement funding. Here are the biggest advantages of working with a provider like Stonewood Funding. Immediate relief during delays. Cover rent, medical bills, or childcare without relying on credit cards or personal loans. Strengthen your case. You can afford to wait for a better offer instead of settling early just to stay afloat. No risk if you lose. Our funding is non-recourse. If you don't win, you don't repay. Fast access to funds. You can be approved and funded within 48 hours. No credit checks needed. Here are some potential risks and how to avoid them. Let's be transparent. Not all funding providers are created equal. Here's what to watch for. High or compounding rates. Some companies charge 30% or more with compounding interest. At Stonewood Funding, we offer simple, non-compounding rates, typically 15 to 20% semi-annually. Hidden fees. Avoid providers that sneak in application or wire transfer fees. We have no hidden fees and everything is clearly disclosed. Overfunding. Borrow only what you need. Taking more than necessary reduces your final settlement amount. Lack of transparency. If the contract isn't clear, walk away. We always provide payoff tables so you can understand exactly how repayment works. What type of cases qualify? We fund many types of personal injury cases, including car accidents, like Jasmine's case, slip and falls, often involving property owner negligence, medical malpractice, complex but eligible if liability is clear, product liability, like faulty devices or defective vehicles. If you have an attorney and your case is strong, you likely qualify. How funding affects your case strategy. One of the biggest benefits of pre-settlement funding is that it gives your attorney the time and space to negotiate properly. Jasmine's attorney was able to reject a lowball offer and build a stronger case, something that would have been much harder without financial support. Funding also gives your legal team resources to bring in expert witnesses, get second opinions, or invest in deeper investigations. Debunking myths about pre-settlement funding. Let's bust a few myths. Myth number 1. Pre-settlement funding is a loan. Nope, it's a non-recourse advance. You won't repay if you win. Myth number 2. It hurts your case. Not true. Insurance companies don't even know about it, and your attorney remains in full control. Myth number 3. It's only for big cases. Wrong again. Even cases with 10,000 to 30,000 settlements can qualify. Here are some tips for navigating the process. Always involve your attorney. We work directly with them to make sure everything aligns with your case. Compare rates. Look for simple, non-compounding rates and ask for a payoff table. Review contracts carefully. Know what you're signing. And only take what you need. Don't overfund. That will affect your final settlement. Here are some common questions. Question: how fast can I get funding? 24 to 48 hours. From attorney verification. What happens if I lose my case? You owe nothing. It's a non-recourse. Do I need good credit? Not at all. Your case determines approval. Can I get funding for a car accident? Yes. Car accident lawsuits are among the most common cases we fund. Pre-settlement funding helps plaintiffs bridge the financial gap during long legal battles. It's fast, risk-free, and tailored to support your recovery, just like it did for Jasmine. If you're in the middle of a personal injury lawsuit and need financial relief now, Stonewood Funding is here to help. Apply online, stonewoodfunding.com, or call 844-544-3863 to speak with a funding specialist today.